Are you serious?
Hello, there are many ways to kill an hour out there. Right now, you're killing one with me, Marcus Bronzy. How are you doing? Right, so today is another bonus episode where we are going to find out how Radio 1 legend of the early morning breakfast, Adele Roberts, likes to kill some time. With these bonus episodes where we do that, I also like to share with you a different way to kill some time. Usually it's an app or something simple like that, and I'll be telling you about that in just a moment. But the clip I'm going to play you after I tell you about the app is from a brand new podcast out the How to Kill an Hour stables called Marcus Meets. This is an extract from the episode you're going to be hearing when I tell you how Adele Roberts likes to kill some time. So stay tuned for that. And if you like the clip I'm going to play in a minute, I'll let you know how you can get the whole of the episode right at the end of this one. So a quick way to kill some time. There's a game called AG Drive. It's a futuristic racing game where you race blazing fast anti-gravity craft against opponents on these spectacular tracks. The graphics looks really cool. It's a really fast racing game, right? A futuristically fast racing game. But the first thing I realised when I played it was this reminded me of some old school game that I remember playing when I was a kid on this console called the N64, which was like the first console you could have 4 players on loads of games really easily. You didn't need an adapter. The console had like 4 ports for control pads. This is when you used to have to plug your control pads in. And after a little bit of a YouTube and Googling, it was F-Zero X, which was like this sick anti-gravity game where you were racing really, really fast. Now, I had a look at the game, and I remember it being this really graphically amazing game. And I went and found some YouTube clips, and to be fair, yeah, it's about 20 years old and it doesn't look that good. But AG Drive, this app that I've been playing, is like a souped up version of it. Once I got over the fact that an iPhone 7 can have better graphics than a console did 20 years ago or so, then I started playing the game, got into it. It's a simple ass game. You're racing. Now there's main events, which are like long races. There's time trials. There's quick starts, which I'm always a sucker for because I just want to get into a game. Sometimes I don't like messing around with all the settings. I just want to jump in the game and play. So there's all of those settings. Time trial, I think, is one where if you really want to shave seconds off laps, you'll have a lot of fun doing. But that's it. AG Drive by Zorg. Love it. Great game. Simple racing game. Futuristic. Anti-gravity racing. It's well up my alley. And I think you'll like it as well. It's free. So get your hands on that and check it out. Right, so Adele Roberts came in for our brother podcast, Marcus Meets, and spoke for a whole hour about her career in radio, about her love for the radio industry and her cyclical journey through it, her experiences beforehand and how they shaped her, and what she'd like to do in the future. But she also answered a question which is very relevant for How to Kill an Hour, which is how she likes to kill some time. If you like the clip that I'm about to play, then you can check the rest of it by going to marcusbronzy.com/meets. That's marcusbronzy.com/meets, or you can find it in whatever podcatcher you use. Probably what you're listening to your podcast with now would probably be a good idea to find it in. Anyway, I kept it simple. I said, Adele Roberts, how'd you like to kill some time?
At the moment, I'm really getting into box sets because doing early breakfast, you kind of have to catch up all the time. So you rarely watch live TV. You'll always be catching up. So
Thank God to on demand.
Yeah. So love House of Cards, but I've rinsed all that. So all these things I've finished now. So I'm kind of finding new stuff to watch. So House of Cards, Orange is the New Black. Right. Finally got onto Breaking Bad because Target said to me, DJ Target, who works at One Extra, if I don't watch it, he won't be my friend. So I watched it. What else have I been watching? I love the BBC iPlayer. So that often helps me go to sleep at night. And I love the science bit. So going back to science again from when I was younger, always watch the Sky at night. Always watching stuff on like Einstein's theories and the Drake equation, which is quite funny because we know Drake, the rapper. Yeah. But the Drake equation is about the possibility of life in the universe. So, I love science stuff. What else do I do? And then just sleeping and eating. That's the other things that I do with my time. So watching TV, love TV. I love watching it, but I don't want to be on it. And eating and sleeping.
Fair enough. What is the update on the Drake equation at the moment?
No,
yes or no?
They still don't. Yeah, they still don't have the answers. Yeah. There's two different schools of thought. Really, some people think there is alien life. Yeah. Kind of makes sense. You know, there's this stat that comes up quite a lot in these documentaries, and this blows my mind. And I learned this at university because I did an elective on astronomy. And if you imagine a handful of sand and how many grains of sand are in that handful, and then think of all the beaches on Earth and how many grains of sand are in those beaches, there are actually more stars in the universe than the grains of sand on Earth. So that's how vast the universe is. And then if you think about every star, usually has planets. So that is how big the universe is. So I'm sure there's some life out there somewhere.
So your team, yes.
I think so. It's like logical, don't you think?
Yeah, it makes sense.
You couldn't even count all the sand on Earth, and then there's more stars than that. Hey. So yeah.
What about food joints at the moment? Where are you recommending at the moment? Where's good?
You see,
only pick one, Adele.
Oh, okay, all right.
Only go for one.
All right, okay.
Took out a big list. It's going back in the pocket now.
A.'s good at putting me onto places. So if I have to go for one, I'm going to go for Big Easy.
Big Easy.
Yes.
Been getting a lot of big talk, Big Easy.
Has it?
Let's talk. Let's put it in the frame. What is Big Easy?
Okay, A. told me about this place, and it's I think it's like imagine South America, a little shack like that in Chelsea on King's Road, which is really random. But once you walk in, it's like walking into the deep south, and they do ribs, they do pulled pork, they do. They probably call them shrimps, but prawns that are like cats, massive, like huge. And they do different themed nights. And on a Monday, it's the Big Pig gig, and you can eat as much as you can muster. And they do chicken as well, barbecue chicken, and you can just keep going back for more and more and more.
That's on Mondays.
On Mondays.
When are we going?
I know, yeah.
Unlimited meat.
Yeah,
unlimited. Let's do this. Let's do this. That sounds awesome. Defo want a bite to eat at that joint. Also, into her sci-fi as well. I like, the Drake theory. I definitely think that if the universe is as big as we believe it is, there's definitely got to be someone else out there thinking, is there anyone else out there? If that makes sense to you. But if you like the whole of that episode, you can check that out. Marcus Meets is the name of the podcast. Check it out on iTunes, available on Acast or marcusbronzy.com/meets. I believe it is episode 14 is the episode it is. Anyway, there's plenty of ways to kill an hour out there. Thank you for killing a bit of one with me. Got another bonus episode on its way very soon. Cheers, bye.